Dennis was waiting, just as he said he would, and called out to his brother. No doubt that was how they found him so fast. The frog scum. Double trouble means double gold.
As Reggie cut the final combatant down, the crowd cheered his victory. Bloodthirsty though it was, the arena champion, Hulk Mulligan, was a living legend of Moletown. His legend might have to live on without him. The arena champion, King Demolition. They cheered. One legend had died, but another had come to take its place. The Mollberg shield was thick and heavy, crafted from the strongest plate metal. Getting past it would not be easy. Heavy shields make for slow targets. Slow targets make easy gold.
Too late. Reggie saw from the docks his brother's silhouette on a ship, surrounded by tribal frog soldiers. No sign of their foul leader. He had to get to his brother.
trust in shamans. There was more mystery in this world than his father had taught him. The shaman had gone, but he'd left the key.
The turtle bid the pair farewell. Reggie asked his friend to stay by the river. This was not his fight. But Jay never abandoned a comrade in need. They were as brothers now, he said. The shaman had tried to hide in his workshop. The things he'd made and used on Reggie's kin were here. There was nowhere he could hide. The shaman's cruel experiments were over in a puff of foul green smoke. The war chief's throne room could not be far. He was the one who started this, so it was with a sword in his skull that it must end. What was this evil twist on Molecraft? A grotesque monster of creaking gears and steam. The sight of it made Reggie freeze. But Jay's fury could not be held back. The sound of his small friend's body falling lifted the spell. Reggie didn't know what this thing was, only that it would die screaming. no beast, but his own brother in the evil machine. This was the frog's final insult, to turn his own blood into his unwitting enemy. But Dennis knew where the war chief was. Ashamed and angry at what he'd done, Dennis ran ahead, wanting to spare Reggie this fight. Even in the frog slime and its stench of death, it felt good to be fighting with his brother at his side. No, Reggie wouldn't believe it. Everything the evil frogs had taken from him, his father, his friend, his kingdom. They wouldn't take his brother, and they wouldn't take him. The war chief was dead, and the kingdom saved. But what did it matter if his brother was gone? The rat folk rejoiced to have their king home. They had prepared for Reggie's coronation in the throne room. They had been sure he would return to them. To Reggie, it was a bittersweet victory. He had proved himself, but it came at a cost higher than gold. It was the start of a true golden age, free of the scourge of frog spawn. Working with the molefolk below, they built a new kingdom of steam and industry and wonder. But that is, as they say, a tale for another time. The greatest threat was conquered. But Reggie wondered if there were any tasks he'd left unfinished, or foes left undefeated. Now was the time to be sure. With peace restored to the kingdom, Doug organized a grand tournament in Reggie's honor. As tradition decrees, a new king must prove his worth before all the realms. The Crimson Keep was playing host to the traveling squirrel folk on their annual pilgrimage to the Bright Fir. They honored the young king with an invite to their Leaf's Fall Festival, the first outsider to be asked to this mysterious